Hello everyone, this is a walk around of a 2010 Lotus S260. The S260 has about 20 more horsepower and a lot of carbon fiber parts. So I'm going to do a walk around. There aren't very many, if any, true walk arounds of the Exige on YouTube, so I thought I'd help everybody out. We can start with the carbon fiber air splitter. This splits the air over and under the vehicle. Everything on this car is either made to keep it fast, make it go faster, or keep it on the ground. It's important that it's carbon fiber so that it doesn't flex. It always has to remain parallel to the ground. These are carbon fiber. The access panels here are carbon fiber. There's not much in the front end of this car other than radiators. You can pop the access panels off to get to battery posts so that you can charge the car in case the battery dies, because there's no way to open the battery compartment without power. I've replaced the green and yellow Lotus badges on this with silver and black to match the color. Comes with AP Racing calipers, and the tires on these are very interesting. They're just like motorcycle tread tires. They're very sticky and they keep this thing planted to the ground. The air inducts, those are also carbon fiber. The intercooler scoop, it's carbon fiber. This whole roof here is actually carbon fiber. They've just painted it, left some of the carbon fiber exposed for cosmetics. We have an aluminum gas can, or gas port. I'm not sure if you can tell in the video, but this is also carbon fiber. It's a mesh grill, so when it rains on your engine. Spoiler is different starting in 2010. It no longer connects to the engine bay cover. This spoiler is also carbon fiber. It has a real rear diffuser. A lot of people put them on, they don't do much for the car. This helps re-enter the air so the car doesn't lift off the ground. Again, you can see the tire tread on this. It's really interesting. It makes for a fun ride. It's hard, if at all, you can shake it loose off the ground. This car is low. There's definitely a way that you have to get into it so that you don't look like a goof in front of everybody. And it's also really small. If you notice, there's only one windshield wiper, and that's it. The mirrors are manual. You adjust them old school. Do a walk around here. This is their white. It's actually a metallic white, so it's metallic or metal in the paint, so it actually sparkles. It's hard if at all you can tell that it does that in video, though. The interior, the door sills are carbon fiber. Dash is carbon fiber. The rear view mirror, federal law states that you have to have a rear view mirror even though there's no rear window. It's cut off because the engine's right there. The seats here, racing seats, they're made out of carbon fiber. You can see how high they are on the sides. This car holds you and doesn't let you go. When you take turns, you're not slopping all over the place. There's an aluminum brake handle. I installed a black fire extinguisher, black and aluminum fire extinguisher to match the car. There's also an aluminum gear shift. It is a 6-speed. These backs actually come off, so if you wanted to change the color or replace them, if you still on them. What a lot of people don't know is that if you notice, door sills are really thick here, and Lotus did that differently from other manufacturers which have thin door seals and a wide shifter console, because it moves the driver closer to the middle of the car. And you can actually see a gap here that's even more, so the driver is actually more in the middle than even the passenger. The passenger is shifted over, so it makes for an incredible shifting experience. Again, there's nothing on this car that doesn't make it go faster or keep it on the ground, so you won't see anything like glove box, cup holders, anything like that. I know some people have fabricated some cup holders. It's push button start, but there's also a key that goes in to start it, and it has an engine immobilizer in it. The seats are manual, and you know, just like old school, you do this to slide it back and forth. The steering wheel, I replaced the Lotus logo. It's upside down right now because my tires are turned, with a black and silver one as well to match the car. This car is tiny. It does have power windows, and there's no power window switch for the passenger side because the driver just merely hits the button. It's that small. You can reach over. You can actually adjust the side view mirror from the driver's seat. This Exige comes with an Alpine radio, and it has a iPhone, iPod adapter. It does have air conditioning. I know a lot of people have complained that the air conditioning in the older Exiges really didn't work well. I've never had any problem, and it's been, 90, 100 degrees, and it keeps up just fine. It has aluminum brake, clutch, and gas. It has the aluminum step for passengers. The top here actually comes off, so you can turn the Exige, even though it's a hard top, you can turn the Exige into a convertible. There is a harness bar behind the seats here, so you can put a racing harness in. It does have the slots to put 5-point harness in. The racing bar is right here. Here's the light. And that's basically it. This thing is super fast. It's the fastest production car that Lotus had made, 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. And it is so incredibly light. When you take a bend, if you start sliding, normal car, you feel like the whole weight of the car is just going to spin out. This thing just starts skipping. And all you have to do is let go of the gas, and that's it. You're back on. It does have launch control, though I've never used it. You can use this to set the RPMs that you want, so you can set it to say 4,000. You can hit the gas, it'll maintain 4,000, and then you drop the clutch, and it's basically doing a neutral drop-in, and the car launches, so you can have quicker starts. To get out, put one foot out, hold this, stand up. Same thing, get in, just put one foot in, sit down, put the other foot in. A lot of people try to put 2 feet in and then kind of struggle to get in. Engine release is right here. Just pull that. That's why you need to pop off the access panels up there if you lose power, because you're not going to be able to release the trunk to get the battery. The engine cover is all carbon fiber on the 260. There's the intercooler. When the supercharger compresses the air, it heats it up, and the scoop there on the front, it rams air through to the intercooler, which is basically a radiator. Cools down the air again so you can get even more gas into it. The battery's really tiny on this. It's about the size of a motorcycle battery. It's actually half as small as the battery on my John Deere tractor. The 260 comes with AccuSump. This is a pressurized oil system. If you take a hard turn or if you start the car up, it injects pressurized oil, so you never lose oil pressure. The trunk's pretty big for as small as the car is. You can fit a duffel bag and a bunch of other stuff in there. I haven't had any problems. That's comparable to a Porsche 911. That's it. It's a the 260s in 2010 came debadged from Lotus, so you won't see any Lotus symbols on this except for on the tires and up here on the front, which I also replaced to black and silver to match the car. And I also put a red tow hook on it, which matches the seats. And this is it. It's an awesome car. Totally fun. If you can get one or do a test drive in one, you'll have a complete blast. It's definitely not noisy. You can be on the highway talking to your passenger perfectly fine.